Good morning. Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. One second. It's day 3 of Authentic. It's quite amazing how that intention of looking for moments of being authentic in my life, that intention created, like a presence or an awareness, a thread that traveled through my day that was really beautiful. It was really, really nice. The lights are a bit funny. So we're going to do the same as we did yesterday. We're going to move, light the candle, and do a meditation. So great. Come. Have your belt handy. And come lie down. So as you lie down onto the floor, as you settle in, you just have a sense of this moment in your body. Wiggle your back, unpack your shoulders. Let's see, how is it to settle in, land in, feel and find your body this morning? Nice. And draw your knees up towards your chest, squeeze them in. Pause there, just hugging your knees in. Let something soften. So be changed by the movement that you're creating in you. So let yourself be met by the movement. Don't just do the movement. Meet the movement. Really feel the transformative power or the that impulse within us. Sometimes, like if I go into doing mode in my yoga, it's like I'm traveling beside the sensations. Whereas when I move into transformational yoga or that leaning in, I allow myself to be changed. So just feel that. How do you allow the sensations that you're feeling, like, meet you? For me, there's something about dropping and softening into my back, sinking through the pelvis, softening into my hips. Something about surrendering my shoulders, softening my face, really settling and sinking. The next 2 weeks I have seminars. So this week I have a seminar 9 and next week I have a seminar 2. And I can just feel in my body just the, all of that. And so I'm letting this movement meet the big, busy, active bits of me that are moving very fast. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Just pause there. Just let yourself be met by the movement. Breathing into your belly, let the weight of your pelvis, the weight of your legs drop into the floor and lean into your legs. Lean upwards into your legs. Nice. Pointing your toes, flexing your feet. Pointing your toes, flexing your feet. Nice. Bend your knees onto your chest. Hug your knees in. And again, pause. Let your breath be changed by this pause. Let the holding in your face be changed by this pause. Maybe there's a sigh, a deeper breath, a landing in. Just let that happen. Nice. And then rock yourself from side to side. And because we're holding on to our knees, it's right shoulder, right hip, left shoulder, left hip that are rocking together. And as you rock, just feel, perhaps you can make it a little bit roundier through the back of you. And so if I'm really passive through the back of me, it's like I land flat and then I send myself, and then I land flat and then I send myself. Whereas if I fill and widen a little bit into my lower back, it's like I create a little bit of abdominal pressure almost. I create a sense of internal form through the abdominal cavity, or the peritoneum. As I do this, I feel that I can roll much more roundy from one side to the other. When I have just holding that sense of tone through my abdominal organs, my abdominal space. It's like, yeah, just like this filling into the back of the diaphragm as I rock from side to side. Nice. Bring your elbows to the floor, rock your knees to the right, pausing, kind of leaning a little bit into the right. Back to center, bring your knees to the left. And because now our elbows are on the ground, now we're twisting, whereas before we were just rocking. So pausing, leaning in, and then the other side, pausing, leaning in. You can have your arms straight or your elbows bent. Somehow with my elbows bent, they feel more connected. Nice. And then roll like this, a clock on the back of your pelvis. And that, I'm just noticing right there as I do this, that moment of abdominal pressure is here as well, where I fill my belly so that I can feel the upper part of my lower back. To get to the upper part of my lower back, I have to do that thing that we were doing when we were rocking from side to side to create a roundness through the back of the body. And then roll in the other direction. Maybe you don't feel it. Maybe it's just random that I'm feeling it today. Who knows? I'm just very intrigued. I'm always interested in feeling new layers of engagement and new layers of connection through the body. Nice. Interlock your fingers, hold on to your right knee, hug it in, and then let your left toes touch the floor. And then stretch your left leg up towards the ceiling, long and strong. Nice. Bend your knee. Bring your heel to the floor. Bring your knee up. Straighten your leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your knee. Maybe you straighten your leg long and strong so it floats just above the floor. Bend your knee. Straighten your leg up towards the ceiling. So we bend our knee between the two. So it's a bit like when we bend our elbow and reach up, we're not giving load to the traveling between the up and the down. We're just doing an up and the down with our leg bent between each one. So bend your knee, straighten your leg, bend your knee, straighten your leg. Bend your knee, straighten your leg. Pause when your leg is long and floating just above the floor. Pull your right knee even closer towards you. Pause. Nice. Change. Wrap around your left leg and touch your toes to the right toes to the floor, and then stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. Touch your heel to the floor. Stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe you stretch your leg long and then bend your knee, stretch your leg up. Bend your knee, stretch your leg long. And as I stretch my leg long, I'm leaning into the elastic feeling of my leg. So it's like the gesture of reaching. And I go, chong, wow, there's the elastic. Bend your knee. And then I feel into the elastic of my leg as I reach. And then I bend my knee. And so the gesture of lengthening is what we're looking for. more so than any position or exact alignment. It's like, oh, there's the stretch of my leg. Oh, there's the stretch of my leg. One more time. There's the stretch of my leg. And then lengthen your leg out just long along the floor, floating. Pull your left knee even closer. How could this meet you right now? How would you be changed by this? Might be that your nervous system is slowing down, or your breath is deepening, or you're just feeling that sense of something strengthening and lengthening through the front of that right thigh, through the deep of your thigh. Nice. Draw both knees towards you. And we're going to do butterfly knees. So hands on your kneecaps, bring your knees wide, bring your toes down in the direction of the floor. Bring your knees together, bring your knees back up towards your chest. So your knees are circling out and then down. But you're not twisting. So my spine is staying straight, my torso is staying straight as I roll my knees out and then change direction. Every morning at the moment I go out and I take pictures of the night sky. It just starts to happen naturally in my day. I just become really enamored with the night sky because there's just so much of it. It's so big. Oh my God, it's just so vast. It was particularly beautiful this morning. The moon was setting. The moon is almost full. The moon was setting, and there was this huge, big cloud but it was just lit up. Oh, it was just spectacular. Nice. Sorry, random. So, feet to the floor, knees are bent, and then just roll up along your spine and pause with your hips lifted, bum is squeezing, and then reach your hands up towards the ceiling, bring your palms together. Pause, leaning into your hips. Just deepening your breath, finding the echoes of breath in the deep of your belly. Nice. Drop your arms overhead, drop your knees to the right. Pause. Nice. Arms back to center, knees back to center, rising up, lift up through your hips. Pause. And drop your arms overhead, bum to the floor, knees to the left. Back to center, lift your hips. Drop your bum, knees to the right, arms overhead, center, rise. Drop your bum, arms overhead, knees to the left, center, rise. Arms overhead, knees to the right, center, rise. Arms overhead, knees to the left, center, rise. Pause in the rise and the lift, squeezing your bum, knees slightly moving together. Push a bit deeper into the big toe of your feet. Reach your fingers even more up towards the ceiling. Nice. Lowering all the way down, roll over and come up to sit. We haven't really stood up yet, but I'm going to trust that we will or we won't. We'll see what happens. So sit with your feet kind of wide. It doesn't really matter how wide because they're not going to stay there. We're not going to sit on a block yet because we're doing zigzag, and that's always a little bit tricky on a block. So bend both knees and come into zigzag. So zigzag is where both knees are pointing towards the right and both feet are facing towards the left. We were doing this yesterday. So drop your right elbow down onto the floor. So the elbow comes down, it's over towards the right, and then sweep your left arm long beside your ear. Turn and maybe look up towards the ceiling just beside your armpit. We'll just see how that is in your neck. Otherwise, turn and have your neck in whatever direction feels right for you. Nice. Sweep your left hand forward and then towards the left foot and let that rise you up. And then reach your right arm long beside your ear. Maybe turn and look towards the armpit or the upper arm on the right. Nice. Sweeping all the way down. Right hand down. Right elbow down. Long through the left arm. Maybe turn and look towards the ceiling. And then sweep your left hand all the way to the left foot. Sweep your right arm across your face. And rise. I think way back when we called this mermaid. I think this was mermaid. Elbow down, sweep towards the left. Look at your armpit. And then all the way up, sweep your right arm across, turning towards your armpit. Nice. Next time we go down, we're going to stay down. So bring your right hand down, bring your right elbow down, sweep your left hand, and try and reach your left hand as far to the right as you can. Drop your head down, and just feel like that left arm is reaching, reaching, reaching. Nice. Bend your left elbow, bend your left knee, let them touch. So your left leg is now floating in the air. And then reach your left leg, reach your left hand, drop your head down in the direction of the floor. Left elbow, left knee, touch. And then long through your leg. I'm going to keep my leg floating. It feels awesome. Decide what you want to do. If you want to keep your leg floating, do. If you don't, don't. Last time. Bring your elbow and knee to touch on the left. And then stretch your leg long, stretch your arm long. Maybe floating your foot, floating your fingers, maybe not. Nice. Coming all the way up. Stretch both legs long in front of you. Wiggle your toes, feel your shoulders. Nice. Change to the other side. So zigzag, both knees are to the left and both feet are to the right. Bring your left hand down, bring your left elbow down and sweep your right arm long beside your ear. So there's a sense of length through your fingers as you reach sideways towards the left with your right hand. Sweep your right hand in front of you, reach towards your right foot, let that lift you up, and then across elephant with the left arm. So the arm drops down in front of you, and then it comes beside your ear. Turn your face towards your upper arm or your elbow or your armpit. In that sense, the elbow, just below your elbow. Nice. Sweep down, left hand, left elbow down. Sweep your right arm across, long through the right side. Right hand, right foot. Let that lift you. Elephant with the left arm. Look towards your upper arm. Nice. All the way down. Hand to the floor, elbow to the floor. Reach your right arm long beside your ear. And then all the way up. Sweep the left arm across and long. Nice. Next time we go down, we're going to stay down. So left hand down, left elbow down. Reach your right hand as far to the left as you can. Let's feel that sense of reach. And then bend your right elbow, bend your right knee, let them touch. And then reach them long as you drop your head down in the direction of the floor. Reach your right arm long, right leg long. You can have them on the floor. You can have them floating. Elbow touches your knee. And then long. With my leg floating, I want to point into my toes and really lengthen and strengthen that leg so the leg feels engaged all the way through. Bend your knee, touch, and lengthen. Last one. Bend your knee, touch, and lengthen. Super. Come all the way up. Load both legs long in front of you. Bring your hands to your thighs and just squeeze down and reach towards your feet. And then slide your hands up your legs. Squeeze down, reach down towards your feet and beyond. Rising up. And again, squeeze down along your legs, reach towards your feet. And coming up. One more time. squeeze down. And then find a place where there's still movement through the spine, there's still a sense of juiciness and movement, and pause there. And really feel a sense of lengthening, wiggling, moving. Nice. Sitting up tall, twist towards the right. Even though you can't see your feet, engage into your feet more. And then twist towards the left. Twisting. Nice, awesome. So we're going to do our meditation. So those of you heading off into your day, I'll see you all tomorrow. And those of you who are staying, how wonderful. So grab your chair or the side of the bed or the couch or the coffee table. Grab your block, which is going to be underneath your head, or your book, whatever it is you're putting underneath your head. Oh, we didn't use the belt today. No matter. We'll use it again tomorrow. Bring your thighs to the chair. Bring your head to the block. And again, like I said yesterday, if you know that you want blankets, then have them set up beside you for tomorrow. If you want an eye cushion, have it set up for tomorrow. If you want, see what would make you really comfortable for these 5 minutes of nourishing, checking in and deepening into our bodies. So landing. So position yourself so that you feel at ease and well in your body. That sense of shimmy, unpack your shoulders, check your pelvis, lift and drop it maybe. Lift and drop your shoulders. Just shimmy, feel, connect, and then pause. And we're going to feel the weight of our bodies, that sense of gravity. And so we are continuously falling towards the floor. So just feel, can you find the falling of you towards the floor, or the dropping, the yielding to gravity in you? So it could be in your calves as they settle a bit heavier onto the surface they're touching. It could be the fall of your thighs and the sense of gravity pulling the muscles, the blood, the bones towards the floor from your knees down into your hips. Yesterday we spoke of the waterfall of your thighs. Just get a sense of that same waterfall, but now it's gravity. Feel gravity through your thighs. Feel the weight of the back of your sacrum. Every time you exhale, you can connect to that depth and settling and landing of weight. Through the back of your shoulders, shoulder blades, rib cage, length of your spine. Feel the weight of you. Back of your head, heavy on the block or the book that you're resting on. I feel that weight through the back of my occiput, into my temporal bones, into the backs of my ears. Falling from the front into the deep back of my head. Shoulders falling backwards. So they're actually probably slightly rounded forward. All of us are. So can you let more shoulder drop towards the floor? Sometimes turning your palms towards the ceiling will help that sense of the dropping of your shoulders. The rotation of your palms supports the dropping of your shoulders. Your whole body heavy, connected, sinking into the floor. I love that concept that between me and the yoga mat or me and the floor right now, there is this space, there is this micro space, this tiny, minute layer, because I am not the floor, I am not the yoga mat, I am not the chair that I'm resting on or the book that I'm resting on. No matter how deeply I settle, there'll always be a space between me and whatever it is that I'm touching. And I can fall, it's like an infinite fall into that space. I call it like the quantum space behind me. I've no idea if it is or not, but I just love the words quantum space. Fall into the quantum space behind you and let yourself deepen into the sinking and falling into that micro space. Like you can infinitely drop into it. Like you will never be the floor. And then just have a slight smile on your face and dwell on the levity. So we've been feeling gravity. So can you feel the levity of your heart and your lungs and your diaphragm with this slight smile on your face? That sense of the rising, the expanding, the opening of, yeah, the persistence of us in levity. That we are continuously rising in the midst of all this gravity. It's phenomenal. It's just amazing how we stand, how we move, how we rise. So just feel that. Feel the levity with a slight smile on your face. Awesome. So you can stay here and really dwell on the wellness of you, the sense of your ability to feel your weight, to feel gravity, to connect to the quantum space behind you, and to feel that sense of levity in your chest, that sense of the filling and the rising through you. How gorgeous to be here. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, I feel changed and met by my practice this morning. So thanks for joining me and thanks for being here. Ciao.